Every World Cup creates new legends. In 2018, the world witnessed the rise of Kylian Mbappé. In 2022, young stars announced themselves on football's biggest stage. But in 2026, a new generation is coming. Players who could become the faces of football for the next decade. Players worth hundreds of millions. Players carrying the hopes of entire nations. And some of them might become global superstars before this tournament is even over. Today, we're counting down 10 young players who could explode at World Cup 2026. And trust me, the number one player on this list could leave the tournament as the biggest star in football. Let's begin.
Michael Olise. Michael Olise may not receive as much attention as some of the bigger names on this list, but that could change very quickly. Blessed with incredible technique, creativity, and vision, Olise has the ability to unlock defenses with a single pass. He's unpredictable, he's exciting, and he's exactly the type of player who shines in major tournaments. If France makes another deep World Cup run, don't be surprised if Olise becomes one of the breakout stars of the competition.
Arda Güler. Every generation has a wonderkid. For Turkey, that player may be Arda Güler. His left foot has already produced moments of magic that have stunned football fans around the world. Despite his young age, he plays with confidence far beyond his years. World Cup 2026 could become the tournament where the entire football world finally realizes just how special he is.
Endrick always produces stars, but every once in a while, a player arrives carrying extraordinary expectations. That's Endrick. Powerful, fearless, and hungry for goals, he already looks destined for the biggest stages in football. If he adapts quickly to the pressure of a World Cup, Endrick could become one of the stories of the tournament.
Kobbie Mainoo, calm under pressure, intelligent on the ball, and mature beyond his age. Kobbie Mainoo doesn't play like a teenager. He plays like someone who has been performing at the highest level for years. England has many stars, but Mainoo could be the surprise weapon that changes everything.
Estevão believe Estevão could become the country's next global superstar. And honestly, it's easy to see why. His dribbling ability, confidence, and creativity have already earned comparisons to some of Brazil's greatest attacking talents. The hype is enormous. Now comes the chance to prove it on football's biggest stage. Florian Wirtz. Germany may have discovered another football genius. Wirtz sees opportunities before anyone else. He creates chances from nothing, and he has the rare ability to completely control a match. Players like this don't come around often. World Cup 2026 could be where he truly becomes a household name.
Jamal Musiala. Few players make football look as effortless as Jamal Musiala. The way he dribbles, the way he glides past defenders, the way he creates danger every time he touches the ball. Everything about his game feels natural. But what truly makes Musiala special is his unpredictability. Defenders can study him, coaches can prepare for him. Yet when the match begins, he always finds a new way to surprise everyone. One quick turn, one sudden acceleration, one moment of brilliance, and suddenly the entire game changes. Players with this level of creativity are incredibly rare. That's why Germany believes Musiala can become the leader of their next golden generation. And if he performs at his best during World Cup 2026, he could leave the tournament as one of football's biggest stars.
Jude Bellingham already looks like a player destined for greatness. He has the talent, the confidence, the mentality, and perhaps most importantly, he never hides from pressure. Big matches don't scare him. They motivate him. What makes Bellingham different from many young stars is how complete he already is. He can defend, he can attack, he can score, he can create, he can control the rhythm of a game, and he can inspire the players around him. Great players improve themselves. Special players improve everyone around them. That's why so many football experts believe Bellingham could become one of the greatest midfielders of his generation. England has waited decades for another World Cup trophy, and by 2026, Bellingham may be the player carrying those dreams on his shoulders.
Lamine Yamal still is. Yet every time he steps onto the pitch, he plays with the confidence of a veteran. His dribbling is fearless, his vision is exceptional, and his decision-making is years ahead of most players his age. The biggest question isn't whether Yamal is talented. Everyone already knows the answer to that. The real question is how far he can go. Can he become the best player in the world? Can he win the Ballon d'Or? Can he become the face of football's next generation? Those questions may start getting answered at World Cup 2026 because major tournaments have a way of creating global superstars overnight, and few young players are better positioned to take advantage of that opportunity than Lamine Yamal. If Spain goes deep into the tournament, don't be surprised if his name dominates football headlines around the world.
Kylian Mbappé. At number 1, we have a player who no longer needs an introduction. Kylian Mbappé. For many fans, he is already the face of modern football. He has the speed, the goals, the trophies, the records, and the ability to deliver when the pressure is at its highest. Few players in history have achieved so much at such a young age, yet somehow it still feels like there's more to come. That's what makes Mbappé so dangerous. He's already a superstar, but he's still chasing greatness. World Cup 2026 could become the defining chapter of his career, the tournament where he adds another unforgettable story to his legacy, the tournament where he leads France back to the top of world football, and perhaps the tournament where he secures his place among the greatest players the sport has ever seen. If France wins the World Cup, don't be surprised if Mbappé is at the center of everything. Because when the biggest moments arrive, the biggest stars usually find a way to shine.
But here's the beautiful thing about football. Predictions don't win matches. Talent doesn't guarantee success. And every World Cup creates a hero nobody saw coming. So here's the question. Which player on this list will become the biggest breakout star of World Cup 2026? Will it be Yamal, Musiala, Bellingham, or someone we didn't even mention? Write your prediction in the comments, because when this tournament ends, one of these names might be the biggest star in world football.